off.
Hi, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being on this Labor Day. I keep forgetting what day it is. It just does not feel like Monday at all, but we are super excited to have you guys all on the call, and welcome to all of you new reps. You guys, we have had since September 1st, 200 new reps since September 1st. Like, that's craziness. And that is the momentum that we have been feeling since Summit. And we're going to talk a little bit about Summit at the end of this call, but Fall, Summit, this little bonus that Zaya is doing, this extra little promo that they did to our starter kits, it's all making for a fantastic start to the fall, and I hope you're feeling it too. For those of you that don't know me, 200, Kayla, 200 reps on September 1st. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Monica Gagne, and you're going to hear from Katie in just a minute, but we joined, gosh, I'm coming up on my 4-year anniversary, September 19th. It'll be 4 years that I've been in, and Katie started just a couple weeks after me, and we have built this team together full of incredible ladies that we are so proud of. We love our team to pieces, and we love to see you guys shine. And like I said, it's been a really exciting September. We had a little lull in the summer, which is totally normal. Katie and I, like I said, have been in the business for almost 4 years, so we've seen it go up and down. And we knew that we were going to come out of it, but just trying to convince everybody that that was the case seemed a little hard at times. But here it is. We're back on that growth spurt, and it's super exciting. And then also for September, which is going to be really helpful, is there are 5 Wednesdays. So that is when you're trying to hit those big bonuses and get that 2,500 in PV. Those 5 Wednesdays are super duper helpful. So keep that in mind. Congrats to all of you ladies that hit the Gold Diggers Challenge the first month by adding 3 new teammates, and then also hitting that 2,500. We had over 50 ladies do it from this team, which is, again, incredible. And, you know, getting those 3 reps and the 2,500 is what is going to grow your team. And if you want to build a big business, that is how you do it. And that is how you get that $5 grand at the end of it, which is just incredible that Zaya is doing that for us. For those of you that just joined in September or October, well, we haven't hit October yet, but when we have new reps that join in October, you guys also get an opportunity to earn some serious cash. Zaya's doubled this. So for those of us that have been in it, when we hit the 3 by 2,500, we get $750. And then if we do that 3 months in a row, we get the $5 grand. But for those newer reps, you guys are going to get $1,500 if you do it in the month that you joined, I guess. So if you do it for September and October, then you're going to get $3,000. And you guys, and if you do that 2,500, your commission is $700 on top of that. So in September, you can make $2,200. So that is some good motivation there. And, you know, as a new rep, you're thinking, how am I ever going to do that? But you guys have such a huge warm market right now. Just, you know, tell your friends and family about it. They will support you. They will help you. Obviously, we don't want to count on them every single month, but that first month starting off, that is a great way to hit that bonus. And then also for the new reps, we put together it's called the Gold Diggers group for new reps that joined in. Well, it doesn't matter when you joined, but it's for the new reps to try to give them some tips and some motivation and support and encouragement to hit those bonuses. So Katie just posted that in the newsletter today. And it's also, so it's in the Zaya on Via page, and it's also should have been emailed out to you guys. So if you want to be part of that, if you're ready to push to hit those goals, definitely join that group. Let's see, the bonus set for the promo ends tomorrow. I keep thinking it ends Wednesday, but it ends tomorrow. So it ends on the 7th. So make sure you take advantage of that. Zaya's never done that for us before. It's a $150 value to that starter kit, bundle, enrollment kit, whatever you want to call it. But definitely follow up with people that were, you know, maybe on the fence. Go back through, look through those old messages, and follow up with those people, because this is, I mean, that's huge. I mean, that's a great deal. And even if they are in it for the discount, it will help you and it will help them. So make sure you follow up. And then next week we are having our Discover Zaya. We're going to run it like we did last month, where we run it Tuesday through Thursday. And we will be posting some videos and do some posts, and it's just going to run for 3 days. We won't do like a live Zoom call or anything, but I think there's 4 of us that get on it and do some live videos throughout the week. So, okay, I think that was all of the announcements. Katie, did I miss anything that you can think of?
No, that was good. That's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. We are just excited and we are ready to go. So I'll turn it over to you, Katie.
Okay, so I just want to talk about the last quarter of the year. I know it technically doesn't start until October, but really Zaya's busiest season is September, October, November. So I just sort of want to lay out the next few months for you so that you can really maximize this busy time. And those of you that are brand new, this is for you too. Honestly, like Monica said, you guys have almost an advantage to us because your warm market hasn't been tapped yet. So you are in a really great position. So my biggest tip for you is to just lean into this massive momentum and growth. Just lean into this. Know that the next 3 months are like special months. And then you will let your foot off the gas a little bit around the holidays, and then it'll kind of come back. But the next 3 months you really don't want to sleep through, because this is really the time. So Monica went through all the bonus info, but I wanted to let you know that we get paid on the 10th of every month. So whatever you do in September, right now, this month, you get paid October 10th. Then you're going to work hard in October, you get paid November 10th. So let's say that you get that $750 bonus or the $1,500 bonus that she was talking about, and you have the commission. So that's like at least $4,000 in those 2 months. So, I mean, that's a lot of money for selling leggings, especially if you're brand new. So think about all that you can do with that income. Christmas is coming up, vacations, paying off debt, putting your kids in sports and activities, etc., etc. This is not just a little bit of money. I mean, it can be. If you only want a little bit, that's fine too. But what Monica's talking about with the bonus, that's over $4,000 available to you in those first 2 months. Okay, so then you're going to lean in again in November, and then you get paid on December 10th. So I guess I just wanted you to know that September, October, November, those busy months, you will get all that income before Christmas. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. And then usually December's, lighter because people are busy. And so that's a good time to kind of relax a little bit. And then January kind of starts slow, and then by the end and by February, people are ready to go again. So my as far as planning for the fourth quarter, here's my plan for you. Lean in and get to work during this fourth quarter. Don't let this time sleep. Don't say, oh, once I get to know this and once I am more comfortable, this is the time. Of course, this is your business, so you get to call the speed, but I encourage you to really lean in right now. And we did just announce that we'll be opening up in Australia soon. We don't have a date, but my brain keeps thinking it's going to be January. We don't know. We truly don't know. No one knows. But again, if you're kind of leaning in now and then boom, it opens in January, you guys can see that you're in a really great spot there, right? You don't want to just be like quiet. Oh, we're open in Australia. You want to be kind of building up to that. And did we talk about Australia on a team call, Monica? Or was that with the leadership?
Yeah, I don't think we've talked about it yet. I think you might. Oh, you did a.
I did a live. Okay. Maybe I can record a video and post it. We'll put a section on our team website all about Australia, and we're working on some resources for you guys. We've got a video in the works. We're going to have some PDFs and things in the works for you to share with people, but really don't be shy when talking about Australia. Start talking about it. It doesn't matter if you don't know the date. You want to tell people, hey, if you know anybody that lives in Australia and is active, can you send them my way? I'd be happy to send you a gift card card for your referral, or however you want to do it. But start doing that now. Don't wait until they announce it before you start, warming up that market. Okay, so the last quarter of our business is going to be big, guys, and we just encourage you to lean into that excitement. Okay, any questions about that? And anything I missed, Monica?
Nope, I don't think so. But I guess we can tell them that in 2 weeks, we're going to have Courtney on to talk about Australia.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, so Courtney Nelson is a man. He's Aaron Bradley's brother, and you guys, it's so cool. I can't wait for you to meet him. He is so down to earth. He is so smart. They recruited him from another company in Texas. He had a great job there. They recruited him, and he just came over like within the year, relocated his whole huge family, and he is just absolutely loving it. He served a mission in Australia when he was younger and got to know the people really well. And so he is going to share a little bit about the people and the culture and the community when he comes on our call in 2 weeks. I don't have my calendar, but in 2 weeks. I also asked him to kind of talk about like cities that you guys might be targeting if you are looking online. For example, I've been doing like Google searches of yoga studios in Australia. Well, that's kind of large. So we had a little call and he kind of listed 5 cities that are good, and he's going to talk to all of us about that. But I can't wait for you to hear from him. His title is, he's the VP of strategy, and he has another title too, and I forget that one. VP of strategy, and it's like assistant president or something like that. So he's got 2 titles. Why do you have 2 titles? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, but he's really good, you guys. So I can't wait for you to chat with him, and we'll have an opportunity to ask him questions too. So that's coming up. But we've got you covered for Australia. We want you to know that we're working on it, but we need you guys to be laying the groundwork too. So you guys need to be talking to people and just, putting it out into the world and to your contacts so that when it hits, you are ready to go. Okay. All right. So we just came home from Summit recently. I think it was last weekend. I mean, that time is just flying. And I popped on and did a live video about it, but we really wanted to hear from some of the people that were there and experienced it, and to let them share their biggest takeaways with you guys. So we have a few ladies who are going to speak about it on the call and share a little bit with you guys. So Annie, I see you. Are you able to unmute?
Hi, yes, I am. I'm
Hi,
here.
Annie.
Hi, guys. I just want to share something really quick that I think my biggest takeaway was, I had never been to Utah before. I had never seen the warehouse. And that is my biggest takeaway, is seeing the warehouse and seeing the people working there and realizing that this is so much bigger than what we are doing. Like, we, day in and day out post in our VIP groups or on Instagram and feel like, we're a part of this team and we have friends that we're doing this with, but a lot of times you just kind of feel like you're out there doing it on your own. But then you go there and you see the amount of people who are being employed full-time by Zaya, working in the warehouse, packing our orders, thanking us for what we do because it is employing them. And it is so overwhelming in the best way. So just know on those days when you feel kind of lonely or isolated or like you're the only one doing the work, that what you are doing is impacting so many lives. Like, it's really, really amazing. So keep going.
Yay, I love that. That was one of mine too. When I got into the warehouse, I just started crying. Like, it did kind of hit you like whoa, this is a big deal. I felt the same way. Okay, thanks, Annie. Let's see, Casey, I see you up there in the corner.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so I took a lot out of actually going to Summit. We did the virtual Summit, and to me it was fun, it was great, but it was not personal. Being able to hug these girls that you watch on social media and your uplines and this and that, and you're going, oh, I want to be like them. I want to, you have these conversations, but putting that face to the name was like huge. Being able to finally hug Sherry and Monica and Katie and Aaron Bradley. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I fangirled the heck out. And then just being able to like talk with them and talking with the people at the warehouse and how thankful they were about, you know, how much hard work we put into so that they have that job, like that was just said. And then seeing the what the work behind all that was, so it gave me more of a purpose instead of just selling a pair of leggings to a friend. But I just the community of all the women that were all together, we did the hike and all that stuff. It was just so meaningful. And like, I took so much back from that because, you know, that support system is huge for my business.
Yes, so good. That you're right. That community, you just feel it in a different way when you're there. Thank you so much. Okay, Sherry, I see you.
Hey team. Okay, I'm kind of gonna make this short and sweet. It was pretty long. Katie said 1 to 2 minutes, but I do have like 3 takeaways. So as you probably have guessed, my biggest one will always be the community. Hey Britt, just seeing Katie and Monica again, seeing like my lifelong friends from our other business, reconnecting with girls. When Kayla and I went, it was March of 2020. We were very newbie baby reps, and like so we were hanging around greatness and we had no idea. So reconnecting with like all the other sister lines here. And then, yeah, definitely seeing my downline. I've only met a few in person because of, you know, COVID and 2020, 2021. So seeing them in person, hugging them and talking with them definitely was the reason why I went. And then number 2, I would just like celebrating your team. I mean, we worked so hard in 2020 and 2021 that just seeing, like Katie said, seeing people, your team and your sister lines go on stage and being celebrated. That was definitely a highlight. And I wanted to be there and represent our team. And yeah, like Kayla and I, we went the year before and we were just seeing people on stage. I remember seeing Katie and Monica on stage for, you know, hitting, you know, 6 figures. And I'm just like, I'm going to be there, you know, like it's just seeing it all kind of happen in real time was pretty great. And then the last thing is just the heart of this company, our founders, and just knowing like you guys, they're doing so much for us to get activewear in our hands so we can build our businesses, like knowing that they're spending 5 times the amount that they were before, like on shipping, but yet our shipping costs had not gone up. Like our products, they're not putting that price on us. They're like eating it. And they're still paying out hundreds of millions of dollars in commission. So that was just like, I loved hearing that. And then I was blown away with this new promo. So on top of like, okay, here, have like an extra $7,000 after 3 months of doing things that we want to do anyway to build our business, they're basically giving it to us in the second month in these first 7 days. So they already know they're going to pay out a lot, but yet they're going to try to make it easier for us. So I just can't say enough things about this amazing company. So, all right, that's it.
That was perfect. And I love that you talked about the shipping stuff and the generosity, because yes, you really, and it's not like they're up there saying we are really generous. It's like you just get it from the information that they're telling you about the company, and it just feels like we're in really, really great hands. So I'm really glad you brought that up. I think that is so important. Okay, Jen.
Hi, everybody. This was my very first in-person event, and I felt super connected to all the ladies that I've been working with online all along. So to get to hug and squeeze them in person was just such a blessing and so amazing. And I finally got to meet Gina, and who's my upline, and then of course Katie and Monica and Sherry and everybody that I'm going to forget all the names. But the community piece was probably one of my biggest takeaways as well. I shared a big thank you with Jeremiah and Aaron and Brenda and Zach, thanking them for the opportunity with this company because I had a health scare and all this stuff. And this has helped keep me on track. This has gotten me to where I am now, happier, healthier, off medications, all of that stuff. And they all stopped me and gave me an extra hug because they truly do care about us as reps. The second thing that was the takeaway was all this talk about fear, and that action is the enemy of fear. If something scares you, just do something with it and you will get through the fear. Jen Sincero talked about do something every single day that scares the crap out of you. And those are very wise words of advice. The other thing was, if you take that action, okay, so you're going to make a mistake. So what? You're doing something new that you've never done before. And so what? You might fail. Failure isn't failure unless you don't learn from it. If you do something and it doesn't work, you've got an outcome of how to do it differently next time, or an outcome to know what you did right this time. So just face the fear and roll with it. And what's so funny is on the last day of the pool today, my son had promised me he would do a flip. And I pulled all this fear talk out, and he was almost like ready to lose his mind as a 12-year-old boy. His friends were there and he was so afraid, but he did it, and he did his flip. And I was so proud of him. And I thought about all of the ladies that we share our hopes and our dreams with. And that was the other thing with the community piece that I don't want to forget to say is, if somebody doesn't stand behind you with your hopes and your dreams, stop sharing your hopes and dreams with those people, because you don't need that negative in your life. And they talked about that a lot. Find the community that supports you. And that's what I have found with all of you guys and the whole On Fire team and the Zaya community as a whole. So those were my biggest takeaways. So I'm so glad I went.
I'm so glad you went too. That was awesome. Yeah, I keep saying that to myself too, about stop sharing your dreams. And I mean, it sounds so sad, right? It sounds sad, but actually I think it's really happy, because you're not putting energy into sort of a wasteland. You're putting energy where it can help you grow and achieve those dreams. And that's been almost very freeing for me. Like, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. I can just focus on the people who are going to help make me better. Good. Okay. And Rachel, if you are, do you want to go? She's in the dark and you're muted. Let me unmute you. Wait, you got to unmute yourself.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm standing under a street light. We're on a walk right now with the dog and the kids and
dedication. This is
the
dedication.
whole family. I think one of my biggest things that I took away from this was just the belief that like the income earning potential is like limitless. Like you see these people standing on the stage, real people that you see, that you know, that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. Like that can be me. That can be me. I have the belief that it can be me. I've seen it. It's going to happen. And that is just like mind blowing to me.
1000%. Yes. Because when you see somebody else do something, your brain like understands that, oh, I can do that too. And so seeing examples of other people having success that you want, it's so crucial, I think, for reaching your goals, when you can connect it to an example of a real person who's done it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So good.
It happened.
Thanks. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks for getting out of your house to do this for us. Believe it before you see it. That's right, Gina. Instead of I've got to see it to believe it, and then you will see it. Believe it before you see it. Okay, Monica, do you have any takeaways that you want to share that weren't already covered?
No, I think everybody covered everything that I felt. It was just incredible to have so many of our team there and to share that party with them, and to be in one big group together was just priceless, and we'll never forget it. And I can't wait to do it even bigger and better next year with all of them.
I will never forget that night. That night for me was just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. There was nothing I would have changed. It was perfect. Funny story, you guys, just so you know a little bit about Monica and I and how we work. So we were decorating like in the middle of the day for that party, and Monica ordered like table runners to match our team colors, and she ordered like glitter for the tables, 2 types. And so she has the design. That's her thing. So I'm like, okay, can I put this on it? You want me to go put this on the table? So I'm putting the glitter on, and then I have like extra glitter, and I'm like, okay, can I put this on these tables too? Because then this table can have both, they can have both kinds of glitter. And she's like, that's too much. And I just thought, this is why she's in charge of the design, because actually she was totally right. It looked perfect. And if I would have done the double glitter, it probably would have been too much. And I just will never forget that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, she knows what she's talking about. I was throwing glitter everywhere.
Less is more.
I had the vibe. I wanted the playlist. I wanted the room the right size. I
Yes.
had a vibe feeling, but Monica has the visuals down. So
It was perfection, like you said.
it was so
So
good.
good.
All right, you guys. Does anybody have any questions that we didn't cover? I know it's Labor Day.
Aw, thanks, Laura. Love you too. We just love everybody. We have the best team,
We
hands
do.
down.
We really do. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week's Discover Zaya event. The week after that, Monday, will be the call with Courtney Nelson about Australia. So you don't want to miss that. And just keep doing what you're doing, because you guys are doing incredible. We're off to
Killing
an
it.
amazing start this month.
Killing it. We're so proud of you guys.
Yep.
All right. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.
Night.
Bye-bye.